Smith, aka the Career Coach, and I'm here today for a storytime moment in order to share stories about goal setting and execution, something that I did in my personal life. So the example I wanted to share was during my sophomore year of college. So my first semester, I decided that I wanted to have a 4.0 GPA. So thankfully, I did a summer I don't even know what to call it, summer engineering program before I even started my freshman year, and I got a 4.0 then. But when I entered my freshman year, I got a B both semesters. So I had all A's and one B because I had one professor who I felt like who was just kind of had it out for me. But nevertheless, I was starting fresh, sophomore year, first semester. I'm going to make all A's. I'm going to do it. And I was very determined. In addition to that, I wanted to be very successful in all the organizations I was involved in. So for one, I was the chapter secretary of the National Society of Black Engineers, one of the largest organizations on Prairie View A&M University's campus. So that took up a lot of my time, to say the least. I won't even tell y'all how many hours I dedicated to that a week. I was also a senator for our Student Government Association for the College of Engineering. I was a part of a women's empowerment group called Purple Jackets. And I was also competing in a pageant, so the Miss Black and Gold pageant, hosted by the university's chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So shout out to y'all. But yeah, I was involved in a lot of stuff, and I was getting into some of my meatier classes. So I was taking organic chemistry. I was also taking material energy balances because I'm a chemical engineer, y'all. And then I was also taking I was taking probability and statistics. So I was getting into some of those meaty engineering and math classes. Also had some of those other electives like speech and stuff like that. But I was in that thing, y'all. And I was like, I'm going to get a 4.0. I'm determined. So that was my WIG. I decided I'm going to get a 4.0 for this semester right now. That's what I'm going to do. And if you don't know what a WIG is, you need to watch my other video about setting goals and executing on them, where I talk about the 4 disciplines of execution. So my WIG was to get a 4.0 this current semester. And so I created all these daily habits in order for me to achieve that. So I'm going to make sure that I study every day very consistently. I'm going to go to class every day so I can get all the information and the notes. I'm going to make sure that I go to all my meetings for my organizations. And I'm going to make sure that I schedule time out the day in order to practice for my pageant, in order to, make sure I take care of my stuff as secretary, create our PowerPoints for general body meetings, create legislation for SGA, all of that good stuff, y'all. And so I did those habits. I reviewed them every week, and I stayed organized. I had a planner. I had accountability partners, which were my classmates and my friends. Literally studied every single night, and I got that 4.0, y'all. Like, I exceeded, like, organic chemistry. I was getting over 100s on all the tests. Everybody was getting mad at me because some of the tests, like, people were literally failing, but the teacher couldn't do a curve because I was passing. Yes, I was that kid at times, and it was so crazy. I was so excited. I was so pumped. I was like, yes, because I have been going through hell. I've been doing so much. I got a 4.0. Woohoo! So I had that mindset, and I was like, let's do it again. Let's do not a 3-peat, but a 2-peat, I guess. let's do it again. So this next semester, so I'm involved in all the same things again. So the first semester we were preparing for the pageant early. The second semester is when the pageant actually begins. In addition to that, I started rushing for my sorority. So shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And that was going to take a lot of my time as well. I believe I went to a conference for the Black Engineer of the Year Awards. Yeah, BEYA, BEYA, where I received a leadership award. So that took up a lot of my time as well. And then I also, I feel like I'm something else. I decided to run for chapter president of the National Society of Black Engineers. So I had to do some campaigning for that. So a lot of things on my plate again. I'm taking even more meaty classes. So I'm taking statics and dynamics. That's not even really related to my major. And everyone talks about how hard it is, civil engineering courses. I'm taking organic chemistry 2 with a whole new professor. I'm also taking differential equations. All of these classes, y'all. Actually, I may have been taking advanced math. I don't remember, but a lot of meaty classes, thermodynamics too. Whew, it was tough, y'all. So this time around, I didn't really complete all my habits. I wasn't going to class all the time. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wasn't studying that much. I wasn't showing up to study sessions. I went to as many organization meetings that I could. I ended up losing the pageant because I stopped really practicing and preparing when I probably could have done better. And yeah, I just really fell apart. I wasn't consistent with those habits, and they compounded over time, and I was losing, y'all. At midterms, I got my report card back. Not my report card, but I got my midterm grades back. And I had never in my life gotten anything below a B for a class. I think I got a C maybe one time for AP chemistry in high school, but other than that, no, not really. I was a A student that occasionally got Bs. Y'all, I looked at my midterm grades. I had literally every single grade. Every single grade. I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I had an A, B, C, D, and F. Literally, every single one. That had never happened to me before, and it was because I was picking up bad habits. Literally had a 4.0 the semester before. This last semester, I'm failing tests, drastically getting 20%, and I was just doing a really bad job, y'all. So that was a big wake-up call for me, and I saw that I really needed to clean up and get my act together and really focus. So that's exactly what I did, right? I know that my sorority, that whole thing was taking up a lot of time, but I still made sure to dedicate to the other things that I needed to get done. I made accountability partners with my line sisters and some of my other friends to make sure that they at least sent me the notes if I ended up not going to class. Obviously, they didn't know why, but yeah, just to make sure that I stayed on track. And then in the end, really buckled down to bring my grades up. So I ended up passing all my classes. No issues there. But I just wanted to tell y'all just how important it is to not only create goals, but in order to create those sub goals or those habits, also called your lead measures, which is the second discipline of the 4DX model that I mentioned earlier. So make sure y'all watch that other video so you can really know what I'm talking about. But I will also end with this. So the compound effect is real, y'all. The secret to life is real, y'all. Whether you read books about the slight edge, the compound effect, you watched some of the docuseries on Netflix about The Secret, they all generally talk about the same thing, that you have to visualize, you have to manifest dreams, but you also have to create good daily habits and work on them day by day in order to compound and help you reach that goal of yours. And if you don't do that, if you do negative things instead, that's also going to compound over time and it's going to produce negative results. So don't be like me that second semester. Be like Taylor that first semester, sophomore year. Create a clear goal and work towards it every single day in order to achieve your dreams. So whether that's related to your education, whether that's related to getting a career job, whether that's related to losing weight, whatever, you can definitely do it. So again, watch my other video to learn more about how you can execute on your goals that you create, and make sure that you create SMART goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something from my mistakes as well as my triumphs. I always want to be real with y'all because nobody's perfect. We have to learn from our mistakes, and we also have to take the good things from the things we did well and succeeded in so we can continue and grow in the future. So good luck to you guys. Thank y'all so much and have a good one. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow me on social media. I'll post all of that in the captions. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.